So you're looking to move to Arizona and you're trying to get your ducks in a row. You're trying to figure out a nice budget to see if Arizona is expensive for you or does it match the cost of living for where you at. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you guys my electric bill experience that I have noticed over the past 2 years from two different perspectives. One, when I first moved out here in an apartment, and the second one is when you get into a new build home. To give you guys some nice context on this video, I'm going to share with you guys a 2-bedroom apartment, one bath, that's 875 square feet. And then I'm also going to share with you guys my newly built home, which is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 baths, and it's about 1,700 square feet. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and give you guys a nice little wide spectrum to figure out like what will it cost for you guys to heat up a home or an apartment. And also keep in mind that if you get into an older apartment or an older home, the prices may vary, but based on what I have experienced so far, I was in a relatively new apartment and the home is obviously new. So I feel like it's a nice cross comparison between the two to figure out like, hey, which one is worth it for you, which is the most bang for buck. And yeah, let's dive straight into it. We're gonna start off with the apartment aspect because I feel like that's what majority of people would do when they move here or relocate. So we're gonna jump into it. So the electric company out here, I'm in Tucson to be specific. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, and to be specific, that the company that we use out here is called TEP, Tucson Electric program or company out here. Tucson Electric Power, that's what it is. So that's what we use out here, and that's where I get my kilowatts from. So for the first month of 2024, when I stayed in an apartment that was 875 square feet, it was $75. I'm gonna round up to the nearest dollar. Even though the bill is $74.07, I just round up. So it's $75 for my very first month of staying here in Arizona with an apartment. I feel like that's not bad, just to add in a little bit of heat that we need here. So $75 is not bad compared to how much it costs to cool an apartment or a house here in the summer months. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check my previous video that I dropped showing like how much it really costs here. And that boils down to like the average daily kilowatts I use was between about 9 to 10 kilowatts to get that value there. The next month that we did, we're into February. So now it went up a little bit, probably turned it up a little bit from 75, but just to give you guys some reference there or context, that I do keep the house at like 70. When it's hot, cold here, I keep it at like 75 degrees. And I make sure it's on heat. So I fluctuate from time to time between 73 and 75 on the heat, but overall that's pretty much where it stays at. So for the following month, it came out to $107 for the month of February for me to cool up the same apartment. And the kilowatts that I used there, average was about 18 kilowatts for daily. So you can see like when you cranking it up, I'm using a little bit of more power, using a little bit more kilowatts, but as you can see there, it jumped up significantly from 75 to 107. If you decide to crank it up more, you want to be a little bit more warmer, but overall not that bad compared to how it is in the summer months. And if we're going to the last month of March of 2024, same thing, kept it right at 75 degrees. It's probably where I have it at. And at 75 degrees, the bill came out to $111 that month. And the kilowatts daily went up to about 1875 per kilowatts. So as you can see there, it's not bad overall to heat up a home or an apartment, I should say. That's this bill. Not to heat up an apartment here in Arizona for 875 square feet. Now, it could be less if you like to have it a little bit cooler, and if you like to be cold, like you can have it at 70 degrees, and it would be obviously a lot cheaper. But since I have littles at the time, I did have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old at the time, so I can't really like keep the house cold as I would like to. But overall, like the bill is not that bad to me compared to what I'm used to back in Michigan. So now we're going to go ahead and talk to you guys about how much did it actually cost to heat up a bigger home where I'm at now recording this video for you guys, which is 2 bed, 3 baths, 1,700 square feet. So we're gonna dive in and see how much do it actually cost to heat up something with this big of a space. Am I saving a little bit? Am I spending a little bit more? Well, we about to find out. So the very first month to heat up a space like this, new build, that should be well insulated and brought up to code for 2025. Well, my first month staying here was $96 to heat up this home here. The kilowatts that I was using daily was about 15 kilowatts for daily usage. Not bad, I should say, compared to how it was when we were staying in an apartment. I feel like it kind of evens out here, to be honest, based on how much space I have and how new the build is. Then we're gonna go into February of 2025, and the same thing. Like, actually, the bill was still averaging around the same. It was $90 to heat up the home then, and the amount of kilowatts I used was about 16.5 to heat up. And again, the same stats are still the same. It still have 75 degrees just to keep it that way, because I still have littles. They still need to be warm. I can't have it cold as I want it to be, but it's okay. And for the last month, just to wrap the video up, it came out to $93.25, and that is for 16.55 just for the daily kilowatt usage. So overall, based on my experience, I feel like based on how I'm using the kilowatts here, that I really don't see the need to have a solar panel. Now, I could be wrong, and I'm slowly researching into like getting a solar panel for the house to see if it's worth it or not, and doing a cross comparison. And that's why I decided to drop this video, because you will come out here to Arizona and see a lot of people using solar panels, and I feel like that's pretty good if you're using a lot of energy. And plus, I'm thinking about getting towards that way just in case if I decide to get a EV in the future, my house is more prepped up for that, and I can be energy efficient all the way around. So if that is going to wrap this video up, and you guys let me know if you have solar panels on your house. How much difference have you seen from the previous bill that you had compared to my bill in the winter months or the cool months? Or do you see a nice benefit of having solar panels overall if you do stay in the state of Arizona? And like that is pretty much going to wrap this video up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and gained value out of it regarding about how much it costs to cool a house in Arizona or apartment, or how much it costs to cool a home in Arizona, just for a generalized perspective if you decide to relocate here. And like that, if you like this video, you'll know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.